What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at Solana XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, VONG, which is the Russell 1000 and the S&P 500. I have been away for a couple of days. I haven't been able to make a video. I guess I didn't make a Friday and a Monday, Tuesday video. I've been traveling, and as you guys can see, today I am back, and it was very tough to get some videos in here, but I am back, and we are going to be back to normal schedule, getting these videos out here, and you can see the last day we left off was about 6 days ago here, and pretty much we talk about how it's not going to get any easier than this, how we have bottomed out on support. That's where we last left off. So we want to look back and see an update video, see what has happened here. And we pretty much did exactly as we predicted in the thumbnail that we drew here. We were in these kind of downtrends, these technical indicators, and they were all starting to reverse up. So if I start off on, like, you can see Solana here, we are in a descending fractal, a lower high, lower low pattern, and we filled in the gap. And last we left off, we were right around bottom support here. And look, we went right back up to moving average as we predicted. Solana didn't do that, but we did rebound up just a hair. Ethereum did exactly that, again, hitting bottom support and reversing right back up. Bitcoin hitting bottom support and, of course, reversing right back up. And then we have VONG and the S&P 500, which is interesting because I kind of drew a pattern as to what I kind of assumed or figured we'd see the stock market do, and we're not actually doing that. So that's something that we're going to have to pay a little bit closer attention to. But you can see here, instead of us hitting that support and rebounding up, which we thought we would do, and I guess in a sense we did do that a bit earlier. I thought we would kind of hit it maybe a little later on, and we hit it very early. This was Friday the 7th here, so then we had Monday, Tuesday, and today starting to head up. We essentially did exactly the pattern that I predicted here just a bit earlier. I mean, essentially, this is what I figured we would do here, and that is what we are doing, rebounding upwards. And now I think we're going to be heading to the upside. So I think we are in a good position across the board for nearly all the cryptocurrencies and the stock market too. So I will go in depth about all of this in a second with you guys. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, starting off on the fear and greed index, 26, we have gotten dangerously low over the past couple of days. Look at this. This is wild. Starting off at, we were here, so the 18th, this is about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, trading at about 70. And we have since done nothing but, explode to the downside. This was the 4th. Last week, trading at 20, which is mad. Now we're back up to 26, but you can see we are in a downtrend, some sort of descending fractal here. And inevitably, I think this is going to lead us to a very large reversal rally, a very large break to the upside here. You can see everything is essentially becoming oversold and hitting fear and greed, or hitting that fear category here. So with everything getting liquidated and pulled out, it's giving us lots of potential to see reversal or swings to the upside. Over the past couple of days, the 7-day percentage here really doesn't look too bad. We're kind of not really doing much, maybe 3% across the board here. 24 hours are down maybe 1%. And you can see just kind of how we've been heading lower, and we just had a little blip to the upside here. Now, today is Wednesday morning, so figure since this weekend, we've kind of been on a downtrend, heading lower, all these cryptocurrencies, and only now are we starting to see a little rebound to the upside here. So diving into like XRP. So where we last left off, we knew that there was a huge technical indicator on here. We have drawn this and explained this in every single video that we are in a bull flag formation. We have a price flag going up, which is a flag pull, and then we have this lower high, lower low pattern heading downwards here, filling in the gap, consolidating to the downside. What we are looking for, ideally, is for us to rebound up. We are looking for us to break through this beautiful descending fractal, confirm closure above this, and rally to the upside. But we said, let's pay attention to what's happening inside of it. More aggressive, but easier to pinpoint. So we saw us break bearish. We saw a technical indicator forming here. You can see filling this gap in. Rejection happened off the support, and we hit bottom support, and we said, hey, we have 1, 2, 3 points of confirmation. This could be the 4th. More than likely, we're not going to be breaking through the floor here because we're pretty much oversold as well. We're probably going to rebound up, and that is exactly what happened. So you can see right here, we fell, hit the floor, and now we're rebounding upwards here, heading to moving average. That was price target, and we said at any point you buy in, at this floor here, this is a good opportunity for us to pretty much inevitably come back up to moving average. That's the goal. We are undervalued, we hit oversold, and we're due for a rebound. And that is exactly what we're seeing now. So things get a little bit wonky now that we've hit that. And this would be a time to take profits because I don't think we're going to have much more room to head up from here. You can see this lower high, lower low pattern here, filling in the gap. We're having a bit of turbulence on this moving average, and who knows how much longer this could take for us to fill out the descending fractal, the bull flag here. But essentially what we're looking for is obviously a break above that resistance here. We can even extend this support, which is crazy. Delete this here, and you can now see this kind of descending fractal forming within a descending fractal here. So what we're looking for, though, inevitably, is how we react with support and resistances. That's the main focus. We have a floor here. We have a ceiling there. What we're looking for is for us to get back above, hit this resistance here, and hopefully break bullish. That is the inevitable bull flag textbook breakout that we see within most of these formations here. I mean, you can just go back previously on previous movements XRP has done, and you can see going all the way back to 2024 here, descending fractal, broke bullish. Then we have this one that formed in early 2025 that lasted months into July, bullish breakout again, but we have a flag pull up, consolidation down, and then we blast off. Again, flag pull up, descending fractal down, and then again, blast off to the upside. That's what we're looking for, and that's what I think is inevitably going to happen. It might be the last breakout we have, end of this year into maybe next year, and then hopefully, boom, that might be it. That might be the last chance to take advantage of a break up before we see the crypto winter come, before we see a bearish movement. As you guys know, historically, we have the market works on a pattern of every 4 years. It's cyclical. There's a pattern with it. There's some sort of pattern that we follow here. And what I mean by that is Bitcoin has, it follows the sign. We have a bull market, bear market, consolidation, a winter, and then we have it again. And every 4 years that happens. Well, we're coming to the end of this, and we're probably not going to see another breakout till 2029, which means this is kind of your last chance to get in for a bullish rally before we see consolidation and before crypto starts to, stumble a bit lower. So take advantage of that. Do with that information as you will here. Just like the stock market is cyclical, it follows a trend. Every maybe 10 years, we have a correction at bear market. I don't want to say a recession, but like a bear market, 25% drops. Pay attention to that because it certainly could happen again. It's been proven itself. It's not uncharted territory. And because it keeps proving itself every single time, it's something we have to really consider, if that makes sense. But looking at Solana here, you can see we're in a descending fractal as well. And again, we have a flag pull to the upside here, and then lower high, lower lows to the downside. And you can see we just managed we have supports 1, 2, this is number 3, and we hit this floor here, and more than likely we're going to rebound up. That's what we're looking for. We thought we would do so already, but it didn't happen, but we're still very undervalued, and I'd likely think the next movement is due for a movement up to moving average. I think this is target. That's what we're looking for. That's where I think we're headed, and it's only a matter of time before we see that. I mean, it makes the most sense to come back up to here, as we've consistently done on Solana here. At the bare minimum, consolidate in the middle here. But we're so undervalued and below moving average, it almost makes sense to head up to that price level here. Now, obviously, we do all these trades on BYDFI, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI, which is phenomenal here. So definitely make sure to check them out with the link down in the description. I've been using this exchange for years, like several years. It's incredible. And they constantly, like every time I want to go and use another exchange, or I do use another exchange, whatever that one reason why I left was, they've managed to add, and it's basically become an all-in-one crypto exchange platform here. Free bonus crypto up to $8,100 for new users down in the description below. They have demo accounts, trading bots, copy trading, stop losses, trailing stop losses. Every single thing you'd want is on BYDFI. It's a free exchange to use. Definitely make sure to check them out down below. And moving forward from Solana here, where we talked about, again, still inside this trend. Intra-trade, probably expected to see something like this or like this. But if you're conservative, wait for us to clear this and then rally, or break through this and floor, but probably break through price ceiling and rally. XRP looks good in a descending fractal here, a bull flag, and inevitably what we expect is this the outcome probably by the end of this year. Ethereum here looks good as well. You can see definitely a resistance, definitely pulling us down, but we are in an ascending broadening wedge, which again is bullish. We need to break through a lot of resistances in order to head back up to moving average here. That's a little worrisome because there's lots it's going to have to do before it even gets close to that. But I do think there's plenty of room now, especially with us trading at only like 38 on the RSI. We need to clear it and rally up. That's inevitably what we're trying to expect, what we're trying to anticipate here. And I think it's going to happen fairly soon. So I'm excited to see the results of this. We need to clear a lot of this, and then we should be able to reverse rally back to the upside here. Bitcoin looks phenomenal as well, hitting supports. I mean, this is the time to get in. Why buy at the top? It makes no sense when you could be buying at the bottom here. This to me is, hey, long term, by the end of this year, I could very easily see prices at least hitting moving average and inevitably hitting the top, because this is an ascending broadening wedge, or a descending broadening wedge. Let's pull that back up here, and you can see what this is typically bullish here. How we enter, we scale lower, and then we rally up. And you can see with Bitcoin, we entered bullish like this, and then we typically scale down, and then we should see a break to the upside here. So I'm excited to see all these because they all look bullish. Like they all look like they have one last rally left before we see some sort of reversal. Vong already fell down to support. I mean, I suppose we could possibly include it, maybe. Let's see. Just a hair to include it like this. And now I suspect us to reverse rally up. Same thing with the S&P. We hit bottom, and now we're starting to reverse rally up. And I think we're good. We have plenty of room to head up higher now. We broke out of this pattern here, and we're probably going to do something like this. So that's going to be it, though, for today's episode. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.